Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. The landmark free trade deal with India is full steam ahead, with the Labour Party agreeing to back it. The deal will reduce tariffs on 95% of New Zealand exports, including key sectors, lamb, wool and forestry. More than half our goods are duty-free from day one, rising to more than 80% over time. And it has duty-free access on a quota of kiwi fruit that's 4 times the current export amount. The government's hailing the terms as some of the best of any free trade agreement India's signed, touting access to an Indian economy forecast to grow to $12 trillion by 2030. But with the deal set to be signed next week, it only made it over the line with Labour support. New Zealand First won't be voting for it. Political editor Mikey Sherman has more.
It's not quite a glass of bubbles.
Chai means tea in Indian.
But the minister is celebrating, though hold the milk.
There's no milk in this one because we didn't get as much dairy into the deal as I wanted.
Labour today backing the deal.
This morning I've written to the Prime Minister to confirm that the Labour Party will support the legislation enabling the India Free Trade Agreement to come into force.
Labour securing a few guarantees.
This is the highest quality deal that India has done with anybody. It also is future-proof. So if in some areas like wine they do a better deal for people in the future, we also get that.
Over the next decade, tariffs on wine reducing from 150% to as low as 25% depending on value.
What we'll see now with this certainty is that more exporters will look to the India market for opportunities.
India is a market, particularly for our sheep farmers, that has been largely unavailable or uneconomic to develop due to the 33% tariff.
Now, from day one, sheep meat will have 0 tariffs. Most industrial products like steel will be duty-free over 10 years or less. While giving it support, Labour still has reservations.
We still remain concerned about the government signing New Zealand up to potentially $20 billion worth of investment in India. We think that's an unrealistic target.
Is that aspirational or is it a firm target?
So it is aspirational. We've seen the Indian High Commissioner to New Zealand say 2 months ago publicly to the media.
She said she misspoke. I've got her apology on that matter.
New Zealand First opposing the deal, warning of a surge in immigration.
And as I've said, it's not the number they've given. Their right to bring parents and family with them will be 20,000 to 25,000 per year for that category alone.
We have not made a commitment for family to come.
I think what New Zealand First have been doing is downright racist. If you look at what Shane Jones has been saying.
Jones labelling the deal a butter chicken tsunami. It came in the same week ACT MP Parmajit Palmer was seemingly labelled a bloody curry Indian. In a haka led by a former Te Pāti Māori president.
Maori culture should not be used as a cloak for racism. It is definitely racist.
Te Pāti Māori yet to respond.
The National Party has a very clear message for Indian New Zealanders and all migrants. You are valued, you are welcome. This is a minority view.
As National welcomes a free trade deal, that's one for the books.
Tēnā koe, Mikey. What's the timeline from here?
Well, Trade Minister Todd McClay is heading to India this evening. On Monday, he will be in New Delhi, where he will sign the trade deal alongside his Indian counterpart. Then on Tuesday, it will be back here, tabled at Parliament, and it will go through the usual bill process. It will go to the Select Committee for a hearing, at which point the public can have its say and provide feedback. The National Party says it's hoping to have this legislation and this deal passed into law before the election.
How significant is this deal?
Well, this is huge for New Zealand, and it is huge for National. For Todd McClay in particular, he has worked tirelessly to get this deal across the line, and many will argue he's done it in record time. It'll stand alongside the likes of the free trade deal with China, the free trade deal with the UK. For the National Party, it will go down as the crowning jewel in its first term of government. And for the party, after it's had a very difficult week, it will be glad to be ending it on a happier note. For the Labour Party, it has received some commitments from the government that it would support the modern slavery legislation, including more support there, as well as more support in other areas such as visa processing times.
Kia ora, Mikey. Thank